Oh, it's Run Local Wednesday. It's back from the excitement of my rental car. There's such a sign of the times. Like, you can't go anywhere. There's like 3 people trying to have meetings at the same time in your house. Everybody's isn't that it? Like, the only quiet place you can go is like your car. Who else here is like taking a meeting from their car because they're like, this is all I can find. This is like my available studio right now. But whatever, it's perfect for 2020. What's up, Race Mob? Race Mob's like, yeah, I've taken that call from the car before. I know exactly what you're talking about. So today I wanted to do kind of a cool little I want to give like an origin story of Run Local. Yesterday we had some really great partnership calls. We're trying to do all these collaborations in 2021, and 2 people asked, like, how did this all start? And like, how do you go from sole focus and producing events for other people to creating events for yourself and everything that's become? So I wanted to do a 10-minute rapid fire origin of Run Local. And just get it out there. And then maybe if we have a little bit of time left, we can go into what's going on for 2021 and where it's going in the future. So let's go quick because we have to compact. It's like Back to the Future. All right. 2009, we start Soul Focus Sports. That is our umbrella company. It is where we would put on events for other people. The Lucille Packard Children's Hospital, we started this event called Summer Scamper. One of our first clients, we started the Giant Race. Probably our second client. So that's a half marathon finishing on the field at Oracle Park. We start getting more and more business putting on events for other people. But then we also get this like feeling that like we want to do something of our own. We want to put our stamp on it. We want to put our name on it. And at the time I was super inspired by Wharf to Wharf. I just love Wharf to Wharf. It's an event in Santa Cruz, sells out every year, 15,000 people. We live in the Santa Cruz area now, and it's just point to point, total local fun. It's such a sick event. If you haven't done Wharf to Wharf, it will be back probably in 2022. I don't know exactly when they're going to come back, but it doesn't matter. Wharf to Wharf was like my pinnacle of like down home fun local event. And I was like, I want to create that, but I want to create that for the community I grew up in, which was San Jose, California. So at that time, 2011's rolling around, and we put together the idea of the San Jose 408K. It's going to be an 8K from downtown San Jose, SAP Center, to Santana Row. We call it the Race to the Row. Kind of crazy. We're like, I think we can get 3,000 people. I think we got 3,002 people to sign up in that first year. And we're like, this is pretty cool. 2 days before the race goes off, we're like, we need some energy. We need some music. And it's so perfect that Jose Pena kind of joined this conversation, because we're like, we need a mariachi mile. We need to finish this thing with like some San Jose flavor. And so we added the mariachi mile like 2 days before the event. It becomes a huge success. Everyone's favorite part of the race. And the San Jose 408K, an 8K run in the 408 is born. And that's really the beginning of Run Local in 2012. Now, at that time, we're like, maybe we can do this in other places. Maybe we can do this in San Francisco. Maybe we can do this in the East Bay. And so we start like exploring how we're going to expand what we've created in San Jose with the 408K. We tried Marin at first. It didn't work the first year, but then we got access to the Across the Bay 12K, an amazing event that has this great history from Dave Rohde and the team over at Rohde-Co. They let us continue on the tradition, so we kept that 12K going. We added the 415K. Now we've got an event in San Francisco, and we got an event in San Jose. Same time, we started the East Bay 510K. We did that originally with Brazen Racing, if anybody remembers that version. But Sam wanted to go his own way. They're focused on trail. We wanted to keep doing road races, so we kept the event going for the East Bay 510K. That event will continue on, and there you go. You've got 3 events. That starts what we started to build as the Run the Bay Challenge, right? You do all 3 of those, you got the Run the Bay Challenge. Now, we needed a brand. So we started something called Represent Running. And for us, Represent Running was about representing your local city, your local charity, and your best self. And honestly, not much has changed from that. Yes, we went on for years using the Represent Running name. We had the Represent Running team. We had all these cool things. But it didn't feel like it was something that we could take all over the country. Like Represent Running, it meant something to us, but it didn't mean anything to anybody else. So we had been saying Run Local as our tagline for the longest time, which just meant to like support your local community, run where you are. support local charities. And it's exactly the same theme as Represent Running, but Run Local sounds better. So last year we went and did a rebrand. Everything is now called Run Local. The Run Local events, Run Local Bay Area. As you may have seen, this year we added Run Local Santa Barbara. We're doing a virtual event right now, but it will be a live event next year. So I see Run Local kind of expanding. Other ways beyond events that it's expanding, is not just these live events. I thought the team was just brilliant over the past 8 months, coming up with ideas such as the California Coast 500, adding real virtual racing, to trying to make these virtual races as fun and as engaged as possible. So super proud of the team and everything they've put together in terms of making Run Local come to life, not only from a live event perspective, but now bringing it to life from virtual challenges, mileage challenges, and now a really fun brand. So I think Run Local has an opportunity with our advances in virtual events, in the live events that are gonna come back. You know it, they're gonna come back stronger than ever. Is this thing that we can all get behind. Like, I think we can all connect to Run Local events because there's something for everybody. For those of you on a long drive, the Run Local podcast is a great way to meet local runners or to hear stories from people doing incredible things in their communities. Super cool, Run Local podcast. If you want to represent your local area or your local trail or your neighborhood, Run Local merch. The hometown collection is so cool, where you can have Run Local and then underneath it, let's just put that out there. I'll put that little video on there. Adding your own hometown to it. Those are great Christmas gifts. They're great just gifts for representing and Run Local, your hometown. But I guess I wanted to give this really quick update for Run Local started in 2012 as Represent Running, as the 408K, as the Cross the Bay 12K, as the East Bay 510K, as the Silicon Valley Half Marathon, and now going into the future where we have the Santa Barbara Half Marathon and these great virtual challenges. I believe that Run Local is going to be all over the place in the digital space. I'm really just proud of the crew. People I also want to thank are our Run Local ambassadors. So we have 61 new minted ambassadors. This is just some of them. I'm sorry I couldn't fit all of you on the page, but shout out to all of our ambassadors. Some of you on here right now. I think I saw Miss Lowry, all the crew out there, but thank you so much and welcome to the team. Welcome to the Run Local family. It is your job to spread the stoke and bring this to everyone else, to bring this origin story and bring the future. So what is happening next year? And I think this is a key part of it. Your start line is everywhere. Your start line is now. Your start line is today. This is an opportunity for us to get people stoked on running, to say that this could be their chance to get fit, to look at 2021 as a new year, as a new opportunity, as a fresh start. I know we're not out of the pandemic yet, but we're starting with the San Jose series. And that means a 408K distance challenge. So from January 1st to May 1st, you have, 3 months? Yep, three plus months to run 408 kilometers. That's going to be your distance challenge. In between, we've got individual events, 408K, Shamrock Run, Silicon Valley Half. Those are going to be your little mile markers to bump up from 8K to 10K to half marathon. There's 5K and shorter distances for the other two, but to kind of ramp up your training throughout January, March, April, the first 3 months of 2021, Run Local is bringing that opportunity as both a digital, all virtual events. We just want you to have something that you can depend on this fall. And so your start line in 2021 is what you make of it. It's local, global. I love that, Niraj. Run Local events. You tell us where your start line is. Next, we're supporting charities all the way through. In 2020, we raised over $100,000 for the charities you see here. Pat Tillman Foundation, Sister City Program, Silicon Valley Education Foundation, Edgewood, Running for a Better Oakland, No Kid Hungry, 8 Can't Wait. Some great charities, over $100,000. We've never raised that much money before, and it has all to do with you guys and how amazing and how generous this team, and I say team, I mean anybody that runs our events, is contributing to this opportunity. So where are we going? We're going everywhere, and we're going there today. I'm going to leave it with that. That is the history of Run Local in under 10 minutes. That is also the energy we're bringing to 2021. Let's do it together. Stick with me, Run Local, support your community, spread the word, spread the stoke, I'll see you next Wednesday. Happy Run Local Wednesday. Support yours.